All right, Juice, we're recording here.
Yay!
We were talking midstream. I just hit record.
That was nice of you. I'm glad I didn't say something that everybody else shouldn't have heard.
We're talking about your old dog with the bad hips.
Yeah, you asked me if I killed him yet. No, I didn't kill him yet. I love my dog.
I know, but sometimes you just got to put him down, you know?
Well, he's not to that point yet.
He's still friendly and loves
Yes.
you. He's the only person that likes you, so.
No, my daughter likes me.
Does she?
Yeah.
Okay.
But if I lock them both in a trunk for 24 hours, when I open that trunk, that dog's still going to be happy to see me.
Okay. She's going to be mad. She's going to come out swinging.
So that's why I like dogs more than people.
Both of my dogs are always happy to see me come in the house.
Yes.
For whatever reason, they let me.
It doesn't matter.
One brings me a bone, and the other one just wants me to pet his head, you know, so. Well, we got a new horse. It's got laminitis. It's got inflammation.
That's not good.
Inflammation of the hoof wall. So
Really?
She's on lockdown right now. You know, it's caused by sugar.
What?
Yeah, it's like type 2 diabetes for horses.
Are you serious?
It comes out in there and inflames around. So you got the bone that's surrounded by the hoof.
Okay,
right?
wait a minute. Did you know the horse had this before you picked it up?
No.
Okay.
Well, she was okay, but then we got her home.
But the missus knew.
No.
No?
Mm-mm. We thought she had something wrong with her back leg, but then she was okay. And then this started up. We fed her too much sugar grain, and it causes it. So, but she came out of a crappy situation kind of deal. And we kind of it's our fault. We overloaded her with sugar.
Right.
Which happens sometimes. We didn't.
Yeah.
But she's okay. She's getting better. She was hopping around.
Spoil a rescue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's hopping around this morning. She's getting her feet trimmed tomorrow. I think she's going to be fine. So, but yeah, laminitis is a big deal. And your dog with the hip things, they get old. Their hips don't work.
Yeah, he has sciatica.
My hips don't work good either.
Oh, at your age, you're lucky anything works.
That's right. That's right.
Now, says the oldest guy here.
That's right. How old are you?
58.
58. 5'8". James Comey, former FBI director.
I love this.
He's probably not going to get convicted of anything.
Who cares?
It's just fun watching him on TV.
Yeah.
Have to go to court. But anyway, that's what they'll start doing to us around here is just, we're going to send you to court. You're not going to get convicted, but it's just going to be a pain in your butt.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of what happened to me in Huntsville.
Yeah,
I got convicted though, Juice.
Yeah, that's still questionable, even by a judge I know.
Yeah. An open gate.
Yeah.
It's just because it was a police officer coworker, they had to do something.
Yeah.
If I'd have been your house, the judge wouldn't even looked at it. He'd get out of here. Y'all get out of here.
Nope.
Be nice.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Just because it's a police officer who, by the way, killed somebody when he was a teenager, drinking and driving. And he got a lot of grace. I got none. So, but anyway, you know, I kind of knew how that was going to go. I could have pled guilty. I just wanted to take up a lot of time.
Yeah.
Is that what you'd have done?
Yeah. Yeah. You want to do something stupid? We'll play games.
Anyway, I've had speeding tickets. It cost me more than that, though.
Yeah.
So now I got a misdemeanor on my record, Juice.
Ooh.
Big time crime. So first time ever. 51 years.
I have nothing on my adult record.
Yeah. 51 years. That's my first.
51?
Other than speeding tickets.
Ooh, you are old.
That's right. Big 5'1". All right. James Comey, been a pain in his butt. We hammered down the animal helmets. The big thing we're talking about today, though, is putting together a timeline. Now we use digital timelines as well
Yes.
for missing people.
Yeah.
And you were discussing that a little bit before we started. Tell me a little bit what you know about that.
Yeah. So I put together a list. There's a lot of things that you could look at it as a macro list or a micro list.
Mm-hmm.
Macro list is everything your normal. What were they wearing? When was the last time you seen them? And a lot of people guess because they don't know exact times. They'll say, "Oh, it was around 6 o'clock." Okay, well, that means it could be 5:30. It could be 6:15. But you're trying to establish a timeline. So in the initial investigation starts, you're looking at everything on a macro level, the big things. Once you get those big things, now you want to start getting into the micro levels. And there's several areas that people forget about, but they're very important to bring to light because it could help the investigation. It could give you a timeline. Could be, where's their phone? Do they ever leave their phone? What is their habits to and from work? Is there a favorite coffee shop that they like to stop and get a latte or a Starbucks or whatever? that's going to establish micro details in your case. And without that, you're going to be chasing your tail.
Right.
So everything that the family can remember, last time they were on the computer, where's the computer? What time did you get your last call? You're very techie. How many messages you get on your phone, you grab it and you pull it over and you can look and see exactly what time it got there. Mm-hmm. All that stuff plays in to setting up your timeline. Mm-hmm. And then it breaks down once you get the phone. Now you've got a very detailed timeline. But there's a lot of things that go into it. So even if you think the detail is very, very small and it doesn't matter, it does matter. It helps establish a timeline.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. That's correct. Now, I've worked several missing people cases, right? It's usually missing teenagers I get. We had one where the girl, her parents had locked her down and said, because she was doing bad stuff online, right? Which is fine. She was 16, I believe. And they took her phone and all that, and she took off. Mm-hmm. Police, if you're over 12, they kind of like, whatever, it's just a kid, teenager. You know what I mean? There's no foul play.
Well, yeah. I mean, maybe some cops are that way. I wasn't.
Yeah.
If you were missing, it was a big deal.
Yeah. They treated it like a big deal for about 48 hours, and then they kind of quit.
Yeah.
But anyway, I went to the girl's room. The cops did not. Is that a problem?
Yeah.
I went to her room and looking for basic stuff. Like, is there a note left? Does she have a diary? You know, right. That kind of stuff. And I went through her garbage in her bathroom. And she had written out an address and ripped it up and thrown it in the garbage. And I pieced it back together and got that address. Guess where she was? Huh. At that address at some boy's house.
Right.
And he was 20-something.
No, he wasn't a boy then.
He got arrested. I watched him get cuffs put on. But anyway, he was in trouble. But we got there, and the boy's parents they said, hey, we thought she was just a girlfriend coming over to hang out, all this stuff. And she wouldn't come with me. I didn't want her to. So I got the sheriffs over, and they handled it. Right. I didn't want her in my car. But, yeah, I mean, come to find out they were doing meth, all kind of stuff. It was bad. But under the parents' noses, right? Should those parents be held accountable for that?
Yes. Absolutely, in my opinion.
Their 20-year-old son got in trouble, obviously. But
well, you can't tell me as a parent, you have a son he's a man. He's in his 20s. He's a grown man. Mm-hmm. You can't tell me a 14-year-old girl walks in and you're going to think she's in her 20s. Mm-hmm. Come on.
Right. It was a big deal. And Sheriff's Department didn't want a lot of news on this because it was embarrassing, because I'm a retard from Fife, and I figured it out. So.
Right.
They got showed up a little bit.
Right.
But anyways, I didn't care about all that. I just wanted the girl back, and I think she's in some kind of place now, or she went to get some life training, right? You know what I mean? One of those places. I haven't talked to him in a while, so I don't know what she's doing now. But the Gabby Petito case, you remember that one?
Yeah, I remember that one.
She went on she made a little made a little van into a little home.
Yep, little RV.
Her and a little boyfriend, Brian Laundrie, they drove around and went through Arizona, Utah, some out west, and vlogged about it, which is cool. Young people doing young people stuff, right? Now, she was reporting in every day, live and on texting her mom and dad and stuff, and then she quit doing it.
Right.
And that's when they reported. That was around September 11, 2021. And they found her pretty quick. Now, they found her body on September 19, 2021. All right. Now, her boyfriend in that time frame had driven back home in her van without her.
Right.
To Florida, I believe.
Yeah.
What would you think if your son, hey, where's the girl?
Yeah, where's Gabby?
Where's the girl? Y'all been together forever. Now you're just driving her van back without.
Yeah, where's she at?
They immediately went lawyered up. So
of course they did. But the issue I have, if that were my son, and I even thought anything was fishy, he'd be at the police department.
Yeah, with the van. Here's your trace evidence van.
Yeah.
Because there's a ton of trace evidence.
And I don't know why parents, they think the smartest thing to do is help their kid and lie when they've done things like this.
Right. So they were uploading dash cam footage, all kind of footage via YouTube, right? Mm-hmm. YouTubers.
Oh, yeah. They were vlogging.
It showed them parked at Spread Creek Campground over in Wyoming. Mm-hmm. And that pinpointed as the last time anybody had seen her.
Right.
And they started circling, and they found her, right? Found her remains. And they went off social media and phones. Once again, we're back to this digital trail. Text messages and social posts showed. Now, this was a lack of digital evidence. It all of a sudden stopped.
Right.
Which is a big deal. So it pinpointed where it stopped.
But it's still digital evidence.
Mm-hmm. It stopped right where they found her, pretty much. Right. Messages sent after her likely time of death appeared to be suspicious. So he had her phone sending messages. So there was some evidence going out, but it was her saying, "Hey, Mom," and it didn't sound like her, right?
Right. Even in text messages, you can tell if your kid is texting you or if somebody else is using their phone texting.
Right. So my kids don't text me unless they want food.
Right.
And that's it. Like I can text them a serious question. They don't answer unless there's food involved. So both of them. And I know how their habits. I know my wife's, how she texts and stuff.
Yep.
If somebody grabbed that phone and started firing off stuff, I'd know it wasn't her immediately.
Yeah.
And wouldn't you do the same thing?
Yeah. And I'd be strapped and I'd be in my truck and I'd be going to the exact location because I have my daughter GPS located on my phone.
Yeah. We got ours on the Life 360 or whatever.
We got a phrase that she can use if something's not right. Mm-hmm. And I know, grab my gun and head her way.
Cheeseburger.
Mm-hmm. Could be anything.
You know, we did, you see all these direct action on movies and TV and stuff where they find the person they're looking for. They say the falcon is in the cage or something.
Yeah.
You know what ours was? This was real. Cheeseburger. That was it.
Really?
We found what we were looking for. Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, we're very technical on high speed.
Yeah, I see that.
Cheeseburger.
It's all that Black Ops stuff. Cheeseburger.
Black Ops. So Laundrie's movement. So he returned home in the van, refused to speak to the cops, disappeared shortly after being named a person of interest. All right. Very strong indicators of guilt. Oh, I don't see it here, but did they confiscate that van immediately, the police?
No.
They didn't get a warrant for it at the gate?
There's a lot of things that I would have done differently had I been investigating that.
They might have requested a warrant, but the judge is like, no, there's some layers involved there.
Yeah, there is, but there was enough there to articulate why in the request that you needed that search warrant.
Right. And he went out on a hike in the middle of Florida, right?
Supposedly, yes.
And killed himself.
Yes.
He did a written admission of guilt.
And the parents did not help law enforcement at all.
They helped him search afterwards.
Yeah. Okay. They didn't help law enforcement at all.
Mm-hmm. Now, there was multiple witnesses reported seeing them arguing on this trip out west.
Oh, yeah.
The police even pulled them over.
Yep.
They were fighting and fussing on the side of the road, right?
Yeah.
And there was some domestic violence possibly there. And the cops is like, hey, Gabby, we can't make you go, but we can, once you go with us, we'll get you
right.
Everything calm down and get you. And she said, no, I don't want to. So, I mean, she's a grown up. Unless she's under arrest, they can't make you do anything.
No.
And they kind of said, okay, we'll let them go. But there was more than that. She complained about it online too. Like, hey, we're not getting along good and all this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I'm different, I guess. If I see my daughter out there and I suspect, I don't even have to suspect. If I have an inkling that this guy's not treating her well, I'm gone. I'm out.
Yeah.
And I'm going to run over him.
Yes. Repeatedly.
I'm going to take my wife's car. I don't like her car.
Yeah. Yeah, I would probably use that one.
She don't like it either. She's ready for a new one. But anyways, run over him with the bad car, right? So
yeah.
But they did document at the Moab incident where they were fussing and arguing.
Oh, yeah.
Emotional distress, physical marks. He should have been at least held for that, right?
Yes.
But she didn't want to press charges, right?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
well, I said it doesn't matter. There are some states, I guess, still they're archaic, and the individual has to press the charges. Here in Alabama, in Florida, South Carolina, the victim don't press the charges. Law enforcement does.
The state does, right?
Yeah. This
is in Moab, Utah, so they probably have laws that which wife did you hit?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. They don't do that anymore.
But the I don't know. If I see my daughter, like you said, she makes one post that something's not right, we're not waiting around.
Or she texts me and says, if one of mine texts me and said, Brian's being a butthole, I'm going to go ask Brian, why are you being a butthole in person? He
may not be able to breathe as I'm asking him those questions. And it doesn't matter. My daughter could be, I don't know, 50 years old. Mm-hmm. I'm still her dad, and you're not going to mess with my kid.
Right. I get you fuss and argue, but hands-on is...
Yeah, not happening.
Nope, it's not going to happen.
And I know when I screwed up as a kid, Dad took me over to the police department and turned me over.
Yeah, that had to happen once.
Yeah. He said, yep, they called, you're gone.
I got a speeding ticket when I was 16, and he was friends with the old DA down here.
Right.
And they took me, booked me and talked to me like I was going to prison.
Yeah.
Scared the crap out of me.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't work, obviously, but anyway.
Yeah, it didn't work with me either, but, times have changed, I guess. I don't know. But if my kid does something wrong, I'm turning my son, I'll turn him over. My daughter, I'm going to have to hear what happened first.
Yeah, the girls get a leeway. I don't care what
she's getting leeway.
So I got 2 daughters. I don't have any sons. Those girls, since they've been born, can get away with murder with me. Now, my wife's hard on them. Now, if we had a son, it'd be the opposite way. My wife, she'd be the cupcake with him.
Oh, yeah.
I'd be hard on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
well, I'm estranged. My son estranged himself from me because, I was a
mean
cop
stuff.
and I was a mean dad. And
no, you just want him to act right.
yeah.
Act like somebody's.
He got spanked once in his life, said I beat him.
Oh. You beat him.
Yeah. He was picking on a little girl.
Oh, you don't. That's
Him
not
and
how
his
boys
buddies.
act.
Yeah, him and his buddies thought it'd be cool to pick on her. Well, I grew up with this girl's mother. She lived 3 houses down from me.
Yeah.
And I was home on leave and I found out about it and I'm like, you're going to have to taste some pain.
That's not how boys treat girls.
No, he got spanked for it.
All right. So, yeah, it was kind of the lack of digital evidence that busted this guy.
Yeah, it's still digital evidence, even if it's not there. But that's where we were talking about where you build that timeline. There's macro and micro. That's part of the timeline that you're building right there. And the macro is you can go and look and see where they were and watch their footsteps and everything else. And then it stopped. That's macro.
Right.
Yeah,
we get people that hand us over. This is just cheating spouse stuff, not as high level,
Right.
And they say, my husband has been using this phone to talk to girls on Tinder. He's into porn and all this. We get the phone. We run it through the forensics. So there's not much on there.
Right.
Now, we still suspect that they're cheating, but it's just not, we didn't have any smoking gun on this device.
No.
And they're like, you didn't do it right. Okay.
Okay. Well, why don't you go get the other phone he's using?
And go take this. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's another phone. He's doing more physical communication, meeting in person.
Yeah.
Those kind of things. Got another phone is typically what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I haven't seen him with another phone. Duh.
Okay. There's a reason why.
He's keeping it somewhere. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? We had one where a guy would go to the UPS store every day and then go back at night. All right.
Yeah.
He was getting his phone out of his secret safe deposit box, using it to talk to his chick. They would meet up. They would take it back and then go home. So,
Yeah.
And that at first I was like, UPS stores, this is weird. And then we got to watch and went in with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's putting a phone in there. You know what I mean? So, and that's what it was. And we caught him. That was another one where at first the client's like, y'all ain't doing nothing.
Yeah. Well,
We are. So,
okay.
yeah. And then they left us a glowing review after it was over. So,
Imagine that.
but yeah, man, missing people is tough. You're correct. The global view, the macro view to start, you're
Right.
looking for the haystack
Right.
to search for the needle, right?
Yeah.
Like the one young girl I found, I went into her room, I said, well, there's going to be some clues here, and they never went in and did the police didn't go in there once.
Yeah. I don't know why.
They talked to the mom at the police station. That was it. They never went into the house. And she said, we offered them, we didn't request a warrant or nothing. We said, come on in and look around.
We had one here in Fife. 14-year-old girl went missing when I was policing here.
Oh, yeah.
Went over, talked to the parents. First thing I did was go through the bedroom.
Yeah.
It was about a week because she was hiding pretty good. It was about a week till we found her.
They don't always leave clues, but typically teenagers do.
Oh, yeah.
Notes or something, or they leave a phone. Their secret, we've had that one once where they left their hidden phone was still hidden in the bedroom.
Right.
And we got that and opened it up. Oh, look, they're on Snapchat. Here they are. So from another phone.
Yeah.
They're barring somebody and logged into Snapchat, and which gives you a location. Snapchat does.
Oh, yeah.
The messages go away, but it'll give you a location.
Well, I'm not so sure those messages go away either.
They still leave artifacts on a device.
Right. But you just can't open it and look at the message anymore. But there's still stuff there.
Yeah. I remember first when Snapchat came out, they were like, oh, the messages go away. And I remember my techie mind, I was like, I don't know about that. It still goes through a processor,
Yeah.
But that's just me thinking out loud, I guess.
Yeah,
But yeah, digital clues again. This is a big digital day today, Juice.
it is. Everything is.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a shame what happened to Gabby. I think she was a good kid and got caught up with this fool that didn't know how to treat women properly. And lost a life, ruined a family. So
Yeah, and a lot of women, I get it. They don't come forward for several reasons. They're scared. They're embarrassed. I mean, the list can go on and on. But the thing is, if it's happening, you got to say something.
yeah,
There are agencies. There's people. Your family. Somebody's going to help you get out of that situation.
yeah, of course.
That girl, with the history they had, the families knew it.
Mm-hmm.
They should have gotten around that situation.
Right. And Laundrie's family didn't help at all.
No, they shouldn't have let her go on any round the states, U.S. camping trip with that guy.
Well, she was in her 20s, so
It still doesn't matter.
yeah. If my daughter's in her 40s and I'm still alive, I'm gonna be asking who is this guy?
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. That's your job as a parent, is to protect your child. My dad tried protecting me when the day he passed away.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want me to know how serious it was. 5 hours later, he was gone.
Yeah.
As a parent, you protect your child regardless of the age.
Right. My dad, he had to park. I had to go over and tend to him a lot because he couldn't walk.
Yeah.
He hated that morning thing. Me
Yeah.
being over there, we'd have fun with it. But anyways,
Yeah.
I even though something might have bothered me, I didn't let on like it did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Around him. But anyways, yeah, we protect our kids, and there's a little bit on missing persons. Anything else, Juice?
Yeah, just if for some reason you guys have a missing person, give as much detailed information as possible. Start writing stuff down. If you remember it later, turn it over. If you can think of anything as minor as you think it is, it could help establish that timeline.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, all right, we're gonna get off here for now, and we'll be back soon with some more episodes. That's all, Juice.
That's all.
Your show tunes.
Oh yeah.
You got to sign out.
Oh, bye, Juice.
Okay.